Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I'm on the dirt road crossing the giant jungle near the Kelian. I think it was the Kelian gold mine in Kalimantan. And well, gold sounds interesting enough. This is the jungle where the extinct Borneo rhino was rediscovered. And actually, they have quite a nice population in this jungle. And not that I hope to find rhinos here. I mean, despite people mining and living all around them, they evaded detection for decades until in 1915 they were rediscovered. I was actually here in order to find nice wild durians and other interesting fruits. Look, here we have some sort of little jungle farm. Here mostly secondary jungle, but the big trees in the background are original jungle, which was probably locked selectively. It's already the afternoon, and I've been marching since 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, with most of the time riding on different trucks and bulldozers and stuff. I'm tired enough, and also it looks like rain is incoming, and I'm in the deep jungle. There is literally nothing else but jungle for 10 kilometers in every direction in this road. And I think down here is maybe the best spot to catch a truck. I was already inside the jungle with other shoes. But yeah, kinda tired. Hot day. Didn't sleep much during the night. Yeah, don't fall. And so for now, just gonna wait for a truck bringing me to more densely populated areas and some with good durian harvest. If we had fruit season in this jungle, I would totally be somewhere inside here and maybe even staying overnight. It's a bit unnerving that all the traffic is in the opposite direction. It's even more unnerving that we don't have the fruit season right now, but at least I've brought a couple fruits. Some Bacaurea, most probably piriformis, although it's a little bit on the small side for piriformis. And it's not sour enough for piriformis, but it sure looks like piriformis. Maybe some sweeter piriformis variety. Then, oh, this one is rotten. Some old rambutan variety. Doesn't really look primitive enough to be called jungle rambutan. Like it's not one of the wild ones, it's some older variety. Sour, juicy and clingstone. Compared to the modern varieties, oh, another rotten one, which like any sourness, usually have firm flesh and are freestone, so an oldish rambutan variety. Next to it, an old jungle pulasan variety. The Dayak in whose garden I harvested both told me at the rambutan, that's a garden plant. But this one, this is a jungle plant. They had planted it in their garden, but still, was important for them to tell me that this is a wild jungle plant. Oh, it's not yet rotten, completely busted up inside. The wonderful, much more complicated pulasan flavor. But also be very careful with those old rambutan and pulasan varieties. They are so sour they can give you throat ache. And last but not least, something which I think is Nephelium papillatum, I think. Another species of Nephelium. Pulasan is Nephelium mutabile, rambutan is Nephelium lapaceum. This should be Nephelium papillatum. Although I'm not sure, it could also be a papillatum lapaceum hybrid. The papilla are a little bit long for papillatum. Yeah, so at least I have a couple fruits here to munch on. Finally, a truck in my direction. Yeah, those rain clouds sure are close and dark already. Takes forever for the truck to get down the quite steepish slope. Oh, some sort of repair truck reeking of machine oil. But beggars can't be choosers. Somewhere in those several hundred square kilometers of jungle, which are basically a promontory of the giant jungle areas called the heart of Borneo, there are 15 giant rhinoceroses hiding. However, today I talked to a ranger and he said, well, yeah, they never come out to the road. We can actually see them if we go very deep into the jungle, but they never venture here where normal people can see them. I mean, that's how they were hidden for like over 50 years. Makes sense. Bananas left and right. The smaller ones are Musa cuminata. That's Musa cuminata var microdactylis. The bigger ones, like those over there, should be Musa borneensis, var borneensis. Small jungle farms along the road also. Most of the jungle here along, most of the forest along the road is not primary jungle but cheap secondary stuff. But wherever you see big trees like the 2-3 ones in the distance, it's big original jungle. Here Musa borneensis. More borneensis. And some heavy, It seems we are in a season where a lot of the banana pseudostems and even whole plants are dying off. Those down here in the wet areas look better. I don't know. Did they have a drought season recently? Since I'm here, we've had quite a lot of flooding. All the time I hope to smell Durian Tulsis somewhere. It smells like a whole paint shop or like a freshly painted house. Incredibly chemical smell. But so far I'm out of luck. Another little jungle farm, manioc, sugarcane and various fruit trees, and a couple oil palms. I see a couple oil palms at each jungle farm. I don't think they want to sell the fruits for oil production. Maybe they want to roast them, eat the tasty kernels. More oil palms, but no, that's still nothing commercial. Crossing another one of those bridges, next to it, the old bridge, next to it, a way to cross the river without a bridge. This seems to be the standard everywhere here. People here are so friendly. I've almost never found anybody who refused me a lift. And the ones who refused me, well, you don't know, maybe they had some good reason. But like 90% of vehicles stop here. That's in contrast to some areas, especially of Malaysia and Borneo, where it's extremely difficult to get a ride. Well, there are well over 100 different nationalities and probably about as many different languages in Borneo/Kalimantan. So you never know the reasons. a swiftlet house. Basically, you build those tall houses not for humans but for little birds. The humans live in those little houses. Then you put a tape inside that chirps like a bird, and then more birds come. And then they make their nests in there, and then you come and harvest. No, you don't harvest the birds, you don't harvest the eggs, you don't harvest the chicks. You harvest the nests and sell them to the Chinese who like to eat bird's nest soup. There are tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of those high-rises all around Borneo. They seem to be a very good business. Oh, that looks like a ripe bunch of Borneenses. But no, I'm not giving up my current right for a bunch of seedy bananas. We're pressing on a little shop next to another bird's nest high-rise. Lucky, we are all lucky that it's quite a dry day, or the road would be crazy. Here a small patch of uncut rainforest right next to the road, but again, no fruits. Beautiful view over the surrounding hills and mountains. Here you can see the big flowers of the Borneenses. Since they are so dark, it's probably the subspecies Borneenses and not the subspecies Flavestrens. A whiff of durian, but not of jungle durian. Of Durius ibetinus, the normal standard stinky durian. Jungle ahead, as far as the eye can see. However, here and there are areas with lighter colored forest. That's secondary forest. And also big rains on the horizon. The road changes into a concrete road. However, I don't know if this is going to be for long or if this was just a particularly troublesome stretch they upgraded. Let's see. Nice smooth road finally. For the last couple kilometers I wasn't even able to film. And again, jungle to the horizon. To the left, the giant sting bee tree. See the wide tall trunk? No branches for 30 meters. The giant sting bees like to roost on those because the lack of branches and the very smooth white bark, they prevent the bears from climbing those trees. There was a sign to the left, 5 kilometers to Kampung Kelian Luar. Yeah, that's exactly where the center of those gold mining activities were. Yeah, however, I don't think I'll enter the jungle just for the minuscule chance to maybe find some rhino tracks. I thought we would soon be out of the jungle. We are far from that. The road has turned into an asphalt road, sometimes good, sometimes completely broken down. Are we still on the main road? I hope so. It's worse than the first jungle road. Oh. I have this a lot in Kalimantan / Borneo. A couple kilometers of good road and then it's through the sticks again. However, not really sure this road is also narrow. I didn't ask them where they are going. Oh my, let's see where we're gonna end up. A couple interesting palms showing up here and there. Here, for example, a bunch of sago palms, those grow in swamps. Very common in coastal areas. Here in the hills, they only thrive in small swamp pockets. This here is a salak or snake fruit palm. And let's see, nothing fruiting in this orchard. A couple durians hanging on this durian tree, but the other ones are barren. Oh, and here sugar palms. Here. And all sugar sugar and sago are incredibly important food plants around here. The sago is used mostly for starch, but you can also make sugar out of it. You can also eat the fruits, and you can also eat the heart of palm. The sugar palm is mostly used for sugar, but you can also eat the fruits. You can also make starch out of it, and you can also, here a big sago palm, and you can also, sugar starch. You can make everything out of everything, but mostly sugar is made from the sugar palm and starch from the sago palm. First durian stalls showing up. Here another snakewood palm and the durian ancestry. But when I wanted to film, I got a big hit from the road. I guess, well, there is still jungle further away, but we have entered quite a populated area, at least along the road. Avocados, rambutans, and jackfruit tree, some bananas. But wherever there is something interesting, of course I'm too slow. Oh, it didn't film. Big piles of durians over there, but only normal cibetinos. Pineapples. Already I'm pretty tired. More swiftlet high rises, more muddy wallows in the road, but at least it's dry. A narrow leafed, narrow leaf manioc variety. And also some yellow fruits. What could be those yellow fruits? Guavas, but here they usually don't sell ripe guavas. Yeah, but it's not really the fruit season. In my first couple trips to Borneo/Kalimantan, I hit very good fruit seasons and they got spoiled. And nowadays, here crocodile. This is and here some durians. Also again some other fruits in the back which I couldn't recognize. Left and right. There is no jungle in kilometer. Left and right away from the road, but yet along the road it's pouring down. Oh wait, we are already near Tring, and that was a bit unexpected. That's where I started my boat journey yesterday. Now the question is where to go from Tring. Oh yeah, Tring. Yesterday parts of the small town were flooded. This is, by the way, how they built here with insanely thin structures for the houses, because they built of iron wood. They can build much thinner than anybody would build in the West. The market, however, imported grapes, rambutan, well, not even a market, just a single little shop. I guess those people are now thinking how far they're gonna drag a stupid white man with them. Well, let's see. Another sugar palm, this one with fruits. The inside is edible, the kernels are edible, but there is an incredibly itchy layer. That's why everybody wants to eat sugar palm seeds, but nobody wants to process them. Giant rain clouds ahead are approaching and encroaching, and yeah, there were some really heavy rainstorms and really heavy floods here, but now we are in a built up area, so wherever I want I can hide in some shop or food stall. So those nice people with the truck dropped me in the next city, which is coincidentally the regional capital here. And because I'm crazy, I just took a motorbike to a junction where I hoped to get another ride on one of those trucks. However, no truck wanted to stop for me. What stopped was a bus full of miners. Batubara, Indonesia. Hitam, yeah? The coal of Indonesia is black coal is of high quality. So they told me they're gonna bring me to the mine, and there is a big secret around here. All the big straight roads are actually mining roads. They said they're gonna get me past security and also get me on the mining road, because the mining roads get you to places normal roads almost don't go, and also the mining roads get you to places much faster, because the mining roads are not for those puny trucks here. Well, if you're lucky, you're gonna see the mining road trucks. However, I hoped I could hitch a ride on a giant mining truck, but the reality is a little bit different. I got dropped outside the mine, and they told me that here some of the public transport things called a taxi, which are basically like a big car, have a permit to use those giant mining roads which are crisscrossing the area. But if there is no taxi, like normal people cannot go. And the problem is that this is the only more or less direct-ish road to central Kalimantan. What are we gonna do now? Bule kemana? Bule kemana? Bule mau ke Muara TV? Ada transport ke Muara TV? Jalan itu ke Muara TV, ya? Bukan. Stockpile batubara, yeah, boleh, ke Muara TV. Yeah, apparently without the official operator, I'm not allowed to operate on those roads. That's life, folks. There goes my dream of riding a giant mining truck on a giant mining road into the sunset. Instead, I'm riding a really tiny truck on a normal road, and guess what truck it is? It's loaded, it's overloaded with durian. There must be over 1,000 of those tasty fruits here. Look at them. Every fruit hunter's dream, riding the durian truck. So the plan is to ride the durian truck to the junction with Samarinda, because the durians are for Samarinda. If they were for Muara TV, I would have given up my plan to go to Muara TV. If you have to transport durians to a place, you don't have to transport me to the same place. Several times I've hitched a ride on a ship, truck, bus, car, whatever, and seen bags of durians, rambutans and other fruits. That means that you're going away from the fruit season. The people in the place where you're going need fruits. So if this was a truck to Muara TV, this would be the worst case. But it's a truck down to Samarinda. I'm gonna use it for like the next, 20 kilometers max. And after that I go on a horrible side road where I managed to advance 3 days ago. I managed to advance 50-60 kilometers. Before I got discouraged by the locals. They told me no durians ahead and the road is broken down. I don't believe them. The road should be good by now. Muara TV it is. If you are familiar with the Kalimantan geography, you would think I'm crazy for what I'm doing the last 2 days. But people here think this all the time. I'm crisscrossing the third largest island in the world like crazy, going through areas which don't have proper roads, using combinations of all transports available, except for the giant mining trucks. They are like 6 or 7 times the size of those in front of us. But I'm not giving up. Muara TV this again. Last time I didn't my adventures trying to reach Muara TV, and also crazy adventures for 2 days straight. But now is the second try and the last one for this year, because in 5 days my flight goes. Also 2 days ago everything was flooded like crazy, lots of flooded villages, even yesterday, even today, but now the water is quickly receding, so at least a lot of the mud on the road should be dried also. For you this might sound like a crazy, senseless adventure, but for me it's just a normal Monday. The problem seems like most big trucks are hunkering down for the night at any random food stall. That's bad. I might not get anything to get me on the next stretch of my trip. The truckers also sold me 5 durians, which I will devour now before I continue. Quite small durians, but that's gonna be my dinner. This nice guy just offered to bring me to Muara TV for 4 million, which is about 20 times more than what I would like to spend. My limit would be about 200,000. Hi doggy, hi chickie. Well, the durians were not even that good. And now it's dark. And I'm actually in an area where there are ladies of the night. Huh? Morning? Oh, it seems they're also gentlemen of the night. Well, yeah, I should get... Oh, here is the lady of the night. Behind him, the gentleman was the customer. Okay. They are apparently conducting their business behind those. Okay, let's get away from this area. But what is much more concerning is that all the trucks have stopped. Because basically, right now, the road is quite good. But after a couple kilometers it gets horrible and nobody wants to ride horrible road for so many kilometers during the night. So see, on the main road there are still trucks, but here they have all stopped. I wonder if I shouldn't do the same, but I'm sure that all night I'll have to... Basically it should be possible to sleep, for example, somewhere on the terrace of this food stall there, but I'm sure that I would have to oh, she's actually coming after me to reject advances of the ladies all night. I thought this would be a joke, but I mean, a white man might be the customer of their life. Oh, that's better hitchhike. Okay, this police or emergency or whatever vehicle didn't stop. Yeah, folks, for you, it might be taking crazy unnecessary risks. As I said, for me, it's just a normal Monday. Actually, here is the top infrastructure for the stranded traveler. Salamat malam, apa kabar? See those little terraces? Usually they will allow you to stay there for free, especially if you have dinner and breakfast there. But see this beautiful street lamp there? I'll try to do a little bit more hitchhiking, and if it doesn't work, yeah, I guess the terrace it is. And if the ladies or gentlemen of the night try something, they might have to conduct their jobs in future with a bit less parts, and I'm even gonna do it for free. Okay, I decided to stay here in a suspiciously little restaurant with a suspicious plethora of young ladies. Yes, I know what you are thinking. Buah apa ada di sini, bang? This one is a Dayak. Ada buah dada?
Ada.
Ada buah pisang?
Ada. Ada buah karet. Ada buah hutan.
Buah hutan. Hutan apa?
Hutan rimba.
Hutan rimba. Ya, saya cari buah hutan rimba.
Ada buah bukan telur kucing.
Mata kucing.
Buah
Bukan telur kucing yang bergantung itu dekat pantat.
apa? Buah mata kucing atau buah telur kucing?
Mata kucing.
Mata kucing ya. Buah mata kucing Dayak atau buah mata kucing Thai?
Dayak.
Dayak.
Mata kucing Thai besar, mata kucing Dayak kecil. Daun mata kucing Thai kecil, daun mata kucing Dayak besar.
Betul.
Buah kecil.
Iya.
Buah mata kucing Thai besar. Also, actually, except with married couples, there is never that much physical contact. Okay, I guess it's this or the rain. Okay, she corrected me. This is my husband. I'm very scared because I saw some ladies over there. Amoy! Amoy malam!
Amoy malam di mana itu?
Oh, di sana.
Tadi bertemu dengan dia.
Hah?
Bertemu dengan Amoy namanya.
Amoy, Amoy cari pria.
Itu namanya karet.
Karet. So that was the fruit they were offering to me all the time. Buah karet, buah karet. Apparently this is a word for
Karet namanya.
Oh, Madonna, yeah. See, this is basically my everyday life about 100 times a day when I travel anywhere in Asia. We are just laughing our asses off, but this is not the part I usually film. Okay, di sini tidak ada ladyboy. Tidak ada ladyboy Dayak, okay? Tidak ada haram. Di sini halal. Alhamdulillah. Jesus be praised. Very good. And well, I have my third fried rice with eggs for the day. I know I'm boring, always go to the same places, always eat the same foods, but it's tasty and I like it. And I think even without a lot of culinary experiments, we already had enough action for today. So folks, this was basically less than half a day in the life of a fruit hunter. Yeah, as I said, for you it might be crazy, stupid adventures. For me, it's just a normal Monday, half of it to be precise. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich island of Kalimantan with its incredibly wonderful people. And of course, if you want to see more of this content, YouTube will not recommend my videos to you even if you subscribe. So better press the little bell icon. My sleeping area is as public as it gets. It's right at the dining area. And everybody is happy. Yeah, rate my sleeping arrangement. Especially the most important little detail. If some of the ladies of the night decide to visit me, they are in for a surprise. And yeah, with being housed and fed by those nice people, we conclude this video and go watch YouTube videos and play games for the rest of the night.